Today, we're diving into the latest updates on SoFi.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Daily Stock Update. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell, so you never miss any of our uploads and also enter our giveaway. But before that, alert, this is not a financial advice video. SoFi managed to end the day with a gain of 1.07%, which is great news for investors. As I was preparing for this update, I noticed the stock hovering around its current level, and I have to admit, I was a bit worried. If the market had pushed SoFi below $6.50 just before closing on a Friday, it would have been quite frustrating. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Instead, we saw a significant return of shares from short sellers. Let me break down everything you need to know. Today, SoFi saw 28.7 million shares traded, just slightly below its average of 31.5 million. Notably, there was a substantial amount of after-hours trading, mostly due to institutions and ETFs rebalancing their portfolios. Significant transactions included trades of 28.2, 1.6, 1.5, 2.6, and 5.7 million shares. This pattern has been consistent over the past several trading days. Despite a broader market pullback and no new news or SEC filings from SoFi, the stock held its gains. One major factor affecting the market today was the personal consumption expenditures PCE data, which came in line with forecasts. Many investors were hoping for better data to justify potential rate cuts. As mentioned in previous updates, the focus on monetary policy is intense, with a notable shift from a 61% to 57.9% likelihood of a rate cut at the September 18th meeting. Despite these uncertainties, SoFi remained unaffected today, which is a positive sign. Short interest in SoFi increased by 1.81 million shares, bringing the total to 18.56% of the free float, or approximately 192.76 million shares. The utilization rate stands at 71.99%. This increase suggests that shorts were attempting to push the stock below $6.50, but ultimately conceded. Given the trading volume, some of this activity could be attributed to institutions rebalancing their portfolios. Nevertheless, the effort to drive the price down was evident. Turning to options, there were 2.45 million calls and 1.04 million puts traded today. The dollar value of these trades was relatively high, with 48% of the options being bullish. Shorts were likely hedging around the $6.50 mark, preparing for potential coverage. This activity is likely to work against shorts next week. Currently, open interest for calls at the $6.50 strike price stands at 37,000. This means that on Monday, market makers may need to buy around 3.7 million shares of SoFi, which could drive the stock price up. SoFi closed at $6.61, trading between the S1 $6.69 and S2 $6.45 support and resistance levels. The next significant resistance level to watch is $6.69, while the support is at $6.45. This week, SoFi didn't test the S2 level, which is a positive technical indicator. The stock has been holding around $7 for a while, and external factors have been the primary reasons for its recent decline. However, it seems ready to move back up to $7 and potentially higher. There were no new analyst ratings for SoFi today. As we approach the end of Q2, I'll be providing a detailed video on analyst expectations for earnings per share, revenue, and other key metrics over the weekend. Currently, SoFi is trading in the lower percentile of the Bollinger Bands, but early next week, we might see it move towards the higher range and potentially reach the 50-day moving average. The stochastic indicator shows a bullish deviation, indicating that the stock is still considered oversold. Retail investors were active today, with many buying into SoFi. If you bought SoFi shares today, give yourself a shout out in the comments. If you sold or traded options, let us know how it went. For those unfamiliar with options, I highly recommend learning about them. Options can be a powerful tool, especially if you believe in a stock like SoFi. Selling puts, for example, can be advantageous if you're willing to buy the stock at a specific price. In conclusion, SoFi's ability to close above $6.50 is a significant win, especially given the pressure from short sellers. This achievement could signal better things to come for the stock. Keep an eye on the technical levels and be prepared for potential movements next week. Friends, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about today's video? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.